F1 division. Today we are racing in Singapore with 12 hungry drivers going after the win today. I'm Michael Gaston, joined by Brendan Reed.
Hello, how are you?
Well, it's supposedly supposed to rain for the race today, and dry qualifying, but for the race it is supposed to rain, so I think that will affect today's race, Brendan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How do you think that will affect today's race?
You might see some people who aren't up front be up front, and we might see a surprise winner, because rain, from what it looks like, it goes from light to hard during the race. Maybe some different strategies will come into play. We might see somebody start on the inters and stay on the inters the whole race. Or we might see somebody go to the wets for the first round of pit stops.
And again, with 12 drivers here in qualifying, I did see Travis join late, so Travis is racing, but he will not be in the right car, I believe. And who else joined?
Jake.
So Jake Kumar will also not be in the right car. But again, rain in Singapore, typically you would not think that you would see that, especially on a race weekend, as it is very rarely rained on a race weekend in Singapore, but surprisingly it is raining, and I'm willing to bet this tight street circuit will not mix well with the rain today. We could definitely see some pile-ups in the first couple of corners. Again, dry for qualifying, so really good stack of the field. Jared Bogley has already retired from the session. Our points leader coming into this race is Keenan Kimber, who actually is not out on the track yet. And the guy who won this race last year. Well, hang on one second. The guy who actually won this race last year, Braden Sisko, is on his out lap right now, and I agree with you. No, Keenan is actually heading out for his lap right now. So once Keenan and Braden finish their laps, we'll talk to our current points leader, and then we'll talk to the guy who won here last season. How about we'll pull John in here after that and talk to last week's winner.
Yeah.
So we get 3 interviews with you during qualifying. It's Fidel Fabian is the first lap of the session, a 1:38.7 on the softs, as there's a good deal of cars on the mediums for qualifying. Donald, Tim, John was on the mediums, Wolfgang, and Gabe are all qualifying on the mediums.
Overshot the turn right before the bridge. He overshot it going into there.
And that's a tight corner right there. John Sheets just set the fastest lap of the session with a 1:38.433 on the mediums. So a stellar lap for John Sheets. Could John be the favorite for today's race?
He could be one of them.
John, who led only 1 lap last week at Japan, right? That's where we were last week, right?
Yep.
I'm thinking the right league. Led 1 lap only at Japan last week. Went on to win it on a last lap pass.
It's actually coming to the white flag.
Braden Sisko at the top of the charts with a 1:37.991. Then as soon as he got the lap, he overshot turn 1. But yeah, if we get John and Braden back into the pits, or if Braden even retires from the session, then we can talk to one of them first.
Keenan's coming into the pits.
Keenan is coming back into the pits. Must not have liked the outlap. And Fidel Fabian also in the pits.
And John's coming into the pits.
And John is coming into the pits as well. And Braden Cisco, he's just coming into the third sector. Going very slow, so he will most likely be coming into the pits this time. The only person yet to make a lap is Ryan Bogey. And again, once thank you, because I do not have Braden.
Oh, I suggested John. Oh, he's going on his outlap. Yep.
Braden, I think, is setting up for another lap. No, here he comes into the pits. So we'll get Braden and Jay in here. Not Braden and Jay, Braden and Keenan. I almost said Keener. And then we'll invite Keenan into here. Keenan's also on his out lap. So all of them will have invites. To join whenever.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Keenan.
Hello, boys. How are y'all today?
Good. How are you?
I'm alright.
Well, for starters, we know that the race is going to be wet, so how do you feel about the wet conditions that could, how they could impact the race? Sorry, I cannot.
I feel alright with my abilities. It's just, it's going to be hard to make sure everybody else around you is kind of like up to speed and knows what they plan to do, because you never know. You could always be like the fastest, most clean driver, but you can always get taken out by someone else. So my fear is more of other people than it is myself, but I'm prone to make a mistake as well. So.
And again, we saw you stop on that first outlap, come back in on that first outlap. What made you decide to cancel that first lap?
I saw some people making laps on mediums, so I figured, hey, let's see what I can do on mediums along with these other people.
Oh! And who was that? Was Donald?
That was Donald. It is. It was probably my fault, but I'm not worried.
You got 7 minutes left in quali. You should be fine.
Yeah, we got time left. We got plenty of time in the race to make moves. One of the tracks that I think you can make overtakes if you have to, but it's, you know, you'd always rather start up front.
Yeah. Well, anyways, coming into this race with the points lead, how does that give you some confidence heading into this race?
Yeah, Singapore's always been one of my favorites, so I'm looking forward to this race. We know rain's going to play a big part of this, kind of a wild card, but I just got to come in, execute, and do what I know to do.
All right, well, thank you, Keenan. Good luck with the rest of qualifying. Hopefully you will be able to get a lap in before the end of qualifying.
I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoy the race.
Should be a good one.
Indeed.
All right. And that was your points leader, Keenan Kimber. So let's try and get Braden in here again. Last season's winner here. Let's get Braden. And here we go. There we go. Invite. Up there's John Sheets.
The Messiah.
Good morning.
Well, John, for starters, we started this question, Keenan, with this question. How do you feel about the rain and how it could impact the results of this race?
I don't know. We've got multiple people in this race that, one, have never driven this track in rain before, or just never touched rain in general. Me, on the other hand, I've never preferred rain races, so I feel like it's not going to be a good day for me in general. So you'll probably see my teammate doing better than me this race. But it's definitely going to put a stir on points.
And then, being last week's winner at Japan, does that give you some confidence heading into tonight's race?
It does give me some confidence. Boost me up to second in points, only 1 point behind Keenan. We just got to look forward into this race, hope we can get a great result, do better than Keenan, grab points lead after this, and move on to next week at Mexico.
All right. Well, thank you, John. Good luck in the rain tonight. Looks like you have a fast car in the dry. If it does end up becoming dry by the end of the race, I'd definitely watch out for you to be a threat.
Thank you.
All right, that was John Sheets, and now we have the winner of last season's Singapore GP, Braden Cisco, in here, who actually just got knocked off the pole position. Well, Braden, how do you feel like the rain will affect your race today?
I've never been fast in rain. I've never been, like, competitive in rain. So that's going to play a huge part. I think my teammate, Keenan, will definitely outscore me. But I feel like I have speed at Singapore to get maybe a top 5. So, maybe a podium, too.
And knowing that you were the reigning Singapore GP winner, does that give you like that sort of like bravado, confidence heading into this race? Like, yeah, I've won here before, and I can do it again. Do you sort of feel that way coming into today's race?
In the beginning part of the race, it does, because that's gonna be all dry. I think I might be able to like pull away or something. And then once that rain comes around, like I said, I'm not gonna be competitive. So.
Well, anyways, good luck tonight. Go for as much points as you can, and try and we'll go back to back tonight. Good luck, Braden.
Thank you.
That was our last season's winner here, last race winner, and your points leader heading into this event. So, again, based off what we've seen in qualifying, who's your early pick to win the race? Brendan.
I would say Ryan Turnbull right now. He's about a tenth or so faster than Braden, but not a lot of. Most of these guys are in the pits. John's going back out instead a lot. That Donald
on the softs. Donald
just crossed the line to start his lap.
And again, Keenan hasn't gone out to start his lap yet, but he has time. He's letting the car cool down and all that.
Oh yeah.
I think Keenan is good. Keenan will definitely be a threat to win this thing. He is the points leader coming to this race. He need to have a lot of confidence about running here in the rain. So I would not be surprised to see Keenan Kimber up there by the end of the thing battling. We also have Travis Van Oostendorp, who dominated Japan last week in this race, not qualifying, but he will be in the race, and he could obviously be a very big threat for today's race.
Yeah, just depending on how the track pays off, as Don will hit the wall, I believe so. So that is his session.
Yeah, Donald's out of this. The only is just to start his lap.
I have
so
no idea what you said there.
There's someone. I believe that was Tim. Yeah, Keenan is now out on his out lap, attempting to finally get that lap up on the board. Let's hope nothing goes wrong this time for Keenan. Yeah, let's see what John Cheese can do on the softs. So Keenan did decide to go to the softs this time. I don't think we'll see Gabe Cazzola head back out, but all Fabian will probably stay in. Because if you're not out now, if you weren't out like 20 seconds ago, you're not making it back around.
Oh no.
So Fabian and Gabe are definitely not gonna make an attempt. Keenan will probably be able to get there, and so will Tim. But they'll both only get one lap to try and improve. Again, John just hit a purple sector. I believe that was sector 2. Yeah, John just hit a purple sector 2. So let's see what he can do here in the final sector. See if he can go after that pole into the tunnel section. It's nice, smooth, and clean. Coming to the final corner. John Sheets will move into P3. Not enough to take the pole. John Sheets will start third as of now. And Keenan Kimber coming through the final corner to try and get his first lap of the session in. And Tim Olson trying to improve on his 138.823. Into turn 1 goes Keenan, so he did make it to the line, so Keenan will get the lap in. So John, I think, just has to, unless John's still trying. Yeah, John's going to still try. Actually, no, I don't think he is. I think he's going to park it.
I think he's content with third right now.
No, there's a good chance that we could get fourth, but I wouldn't want to be the one that would run that by him. As Keenan actually did set a purple sector 1. I can see that in the corner of the mini map. Keenan did set a purple sector 1.
Hit something, it looks like.
Oh, Tim hits the outside wall in the hairpin, so I believe that's it for Tim's chances at the pole. So let's go back to Keenan. Oh, there goes Tim to go off the racetrack to retire from the session. John Sheets pulls off the track to retire from the session. Or to let Keenan go. Let's let Keenan go. Now into the tunnel section. Keenan did not set a purple sector 2, but a purple sector 1. Let's see what he can do through sector 3. Coming to the final 2 corners.
Takes it good.
And to the top of the charts goes Keenan Kimber with a 137.210. 65 hundredths faster than Ryan Turnbull.
I think that just gave that team a confidence boost.
And we talked to him. We talked to him. He said he has a lot of confidence coming into this race because he is the points leader, and he is one of those guys that he is confident about what he can do in the rain. So yeah, Keenan is not a bad pick for today's race.
Oh no.
So,
and before we go into the race, before Braden Sisko won last season, it was Jackson Glenn Austin who actually won 3 in a row at Singapore. So he's currently not here, but for him to be 3 in a row, I think that's kind of a big deal. Braden might want to go 2 in a row. He might want to end up beating Jackson for, I guess, most wins at Singapore and MWC. But still, 3 in a row is pretty good, I would say.
And the only other winner other than Braden and Jackson is Tyler McIntosh in season 1. That was the season where Tyler just went on a tear. He may not have won the championship that year, but he definitely was a threat that season. And the past champions are Dalen won it in season 1, Ryan Higgins in season 2, Gabe Cazzola season 3, season 4 was Christian Pacheco, and season 5 was John Sheets. So 5 seasons and 5 different champions.
And
on this season, I think we could see a sixth.
John Sheets.
John, and then the duo of, not only that, but the duo of John and Jaden have won the Constructors' Championship the past 2 seasons. Again, the formation lap is underway, and I guess I'll run you all through the field. Starting grid. On pole position is Keenan Kimber. Starting second will be Ryan Turnbull. Third will be Braden Sisko, and fourth will be John Sheets. Fifth will be Gabe Cazzola, and sixth will be Fidel Fabian. Seventh will be Tim Olson, and eighth will be Jaden Howard. Ninth will be Donald Stern, and 10th will be Wolfgang Stone. 11th will be Ryan Bogey, and 12th will be Jared Bogley. 13th will be Travis Van Oostendorp, and 14th will be Jake Gumar. So a 14-car field to start today's race.
As I was saying, John actually clinched the championship last season at Singapore due to an accident with fellow championship contender Tyler Boggs being taken out in turn 1, lap 1. I am not saying if I had a part of that or not, but let's just say John won the championship because of him clinching it
Brendan,
at Singapore.
We all know what happened. He tried to make a move on Kyler, and then you accidentally ran into the back of him.
Oh no, there's a video up on Instagram. You could say I tried to make a move and overcorrected it, but it's a new season, new race, new people.
And again, 14 cars here. This time I believe Singapore is race 3 this season. This is race 3, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, it went from being very late in the season to race 3, so definitely be interesting to see what happens here in Singapore today. The cars begin to line back up on the grid to get ready to take the lights out. Ready for lights out. I'll say 2 cars were disqualified from the
Like
3 cars
Bogey
actually.
and Tim.
Bogey, Tim, and there was another car. I believe that's Jared. So yeah, again, 14 cars lined up on the grid for the start of today's Singapore GP. Alright, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
And
Lights
they're
out,
gone.
away we go. We are racing Singapore. Great jump for Keenan Kimmers to go off into turn 1. Remember, it's a dry start, but rain is on the way. As Keenan Kimber jumps out to an early lead over Ryan Turnbull and John Sheets, who is past Braden Sisko going into turn number 1. Now heading into the second straightaway here in Singapore. Long straightaway heading in the end of sector 1. Keenan Kimber still leads as Braden Sisko looks to the inside of John Sheets. Not close enough as John Sheets would hold on to third place. Looking to go after Ryan Turnbull.
Oh, Fabian into the
car
wall.
out of the back. I believe that is Fabian. He collects Jared Bogley, teammate Ryan Higgins, and I believe that is what happened to Donald? He's in the pits.
That's
We have a safety car.
That's not Ryan Higgins, but that is Ryan Bogey.
Ryan Bogey, my bad. What happened to Donald?
I'm not sure.
Well, anyways, we have our first safety car of the race involving Ryan Bogey, Fidel Fabian, Wolfgang
like
Stone,
Bogey?
And
Oh, Tim overshot.
Tim overshot the corner under safety car. Now we'll have to also come into the pits. But Jared Bogley also involved in that incident. So a 4-car incident brought out the first safety car of the race here on lap 1. Will we see cars pit already, or will we see some people?
I think we'll see some people go to
there goes John Sheets coming into the pits. I believe he is the only one. Nope, Travis and Newstorm coming into the pits along with Jaden Howard. Bogey, that's a lot of the damaged cars that are coming in right now.
Yeah. Red Bull stacked
Red Bull
up.
double stacks, yeah. That's an interesting call for the team. As Travis will come out ahead, and then Jay will be next, I believe. Yes, Jay will be... No, actually, Ryan Bogey beat Jaden Howard out of the pits. And it will be Wolfgang Stone, Jared Bogley, Tim Olson, and Fidel Fabian. Again, I don't know what happened to Donald Stern. He just is in his garage. Did he leave?
I think so.
What are you doing, Connor?
Let's check the chat and see what happened to Donald.
Was very interesting safety car as Fabian goes into the tire barrier, and then looks like Wolfgang and Jerry just stack up behind him.
Looks like Tim Olson may have accidentally caused that. He may have accidentally ran into Fabian. He said, sorry, tires were cold, to Fabian. So, Tim Olson may have been the cause of that incident. But again, looking to have another great run is
the Toro Rosses.
Yep. There's still a word of safety car will not be coming in this lap, as not the whole field is caught up, as they are coming through these last couple of corners, and no word again on whether the safety car is coming in this lap. So I'm guessing the safety car will stay out for another lap. Let's see, will we have any takers to come into the pits this time? Yes, we do. Braden Cisco will come into the pits. The lone wolf coming into the pits.
He might be trying to go to the mediums now as well.
Yeah, he is putting on the mediums, but again, with rain on the way, you could definitely see another set of pit stops.
Oh yeah, and we will.
So again, Jared Bogley actually had to come back in again. Looks like he had some wing damage as well. So an interesting strategy call for Braden Cisco to wait that long to come in and pit. I wonder what happened to Travis, because Travis has dropped back a couple positions to 8th, and Bogey dropped back to 10th. So something might have happened to where, because Bogey was ahead of Jay and Travis was ahead of Jay. So I do not know what happened here. Let's just hope the safety car is coming in this lap. And an interesting start to this Singapore GP. That's just gonna give them more time on the wets, don't you? In the wet condition, don't you agree?
Oh yeah. I think going to mediums this early.
And I don't know. We don't know exactly when the rain is coming. We don't have any weather forecast here. but we just know that it will be raining before this race is over. So, again, safety car still not coming in this lap. Yeah, Jared's missing another bit of his wing.
Looks like it'll be about another.
There'll be another lap under the safety car.
Be another about 5 to 10 minutes with the rain.
Tim Olson just came into the pits. And Jared Bogley will be coming back into the pits to replace that damaged front wing. Now, what happened to Jay? Jay just sitting off track in turn 1.
I think he just might be letting everybody go, so.
I don't think he wants to be met in with everyone's chaos going into turn 1.
Which is a smart plan, honestly.
Fabian let Braden Sisko go in front of him, so Braden will now restart in the 8th position. Oh, no, he's dropping back to 10th, letting Jay go in front of him. Unless Jay spun and he's getting his spots back. Yeah, Jay is getting his spots back. He is back up to 6th. Wonder what happened to Travis. Travis just dropped back a bunch. Let's hope that Jared can catch back up without getting any wing damage. Tim is almost caught up. And Jared's still 13 seconds back, taking it very cautiously. Bogey must have gone off, because now he's behind Tim Olson. And Jared started losing time again. I don't know if he lost a portion of his wing, but safety car will be in this lap no matter what, even if Jared is not up there with them. We will be going green this lap. So again, I'll give you a rundown of the top 5 for this restart. We will be Keenan Kimber, Ryan Turnbull, Gabe Cazzola, Jake Gumar, and John Sheets will be your top 5 as we head into the tunnel turn and get ready to go back green flag racing here in Singapore. 4 corners left, so we are back green. Safety car is in. Great jump for Keenan Kimber. He had to back it up actually. Oh, stacking up behind him.
And there's the jump.
And they are green. Stacked it up behind them. They all had to let off in the back.
They're 4 wide.
4 wide back there. Jaden Howard overshoots turn 1 by a wide margin, drops all the way back to 12th. We're actually now back to 13th as Tim Olson is battling with Braden Sisko. Braden's going to power it on the outside to get the 6th position. As Jake Gumar right now has to deal with John Sheets and Gabe Cazzola in a battle for 3rd. Holy cow, and an exciting restart.
Spot.
Jake does have the spot for now, but the question is, Gabe actually is losing some time to him. But John all over the back bumper of Gabe Cazzola. And then Braden sits comfortably in 6th with Tim Olson, Travis Van Nistelrooy, and Fidel Fabian behind him. And holding that final points paying position right now is Wolfgang Stone.
Oh, Jared
is
spun
off
out.
again. I don't believe he got any damage though. Did not look like he hit anything. Yep, did not hit anything, so Jared is good to go. Let's continue racing. As Jake Kumar is all over the back bumper of Ryan Turnbull, challenging for the 2nd position. And this dry start will.
I think the softs are starting to wear off, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, Keenan just hit the fastest lap of the race, so 1:43. I can't 4.71, I believe it was. And again, Ryan Turnbull is just holding up Jake Gumar right now, and allowing Keenan Kimber to stretch his lead for when he comes in and gets those inters whenever it starts raining and it gets slick enough for them to change the tires.
Oh yeah.
As there goes Gabe Cazzola, looking on Jake Gumar. Not close enough as John Sheets. Look, looks
Tim
underneath.
wide.
Ooh, Wolfgang. So what's happened to Wolfgang? He lost a couple of spots. He's back to 11. Back to John Sheets, who's challenging Gabe Cazzola. To the inside goes John. And John will clear Gabe Cazzola for the 4th position. Now set his sights on Jake Gumar as Jared Bogley has retired from the session.
Safety car, and here comes the rain.
No safety car, but the rain is here.
Oh, on my screen there is a safety car.
There isn't a safety car for me. But the rain is here. Question is, will you come in now for the inters? Yeah, the lights are on. The safety car is out.
I still think it's too dry.
It is definitely still dry, but who will come in? And we don't know how long the safety car will last, so...
Ryan Turnbull comes in. Jake Gumar comes in.
John stays out, but Turnbull, Gumar, Cazzola, Cisco, Olsen, Van Oostendorp, Fabian, Jaden,
all going to the inters.
Wolfgang. Yep, they're all going to the inters except for Gabe Cazzola. Gabe, nope, they all are putting on the inters, preparing for the rain, except for Ryan Turnbull. Ryan Turnbull put on the mediums.
And it looks like Bogey also put on the medium. Oh, nope, there we go.
Well, Turnbull may be trying to scuff a pair of mediums. Again, we have John Sheets, and a questionable decision by John Sheets. Someone just lost a portion of their wing. I don't know who it was. But a questionable decision by John Sheets and Keenan Kimber to stay out. Especially the rain starting, we know it won't stop. So we see them come in this time to get the inters.
Depends how they feel about the traffic.
Tim Olsen is now out of the session. He overdrove the corner and hit the, hang on. He's missing both wheels, so he must have clipped the inside wall and hit the outside wall. But Tim Olsen now out of the session.
Wow.
Under a safety car.
Oh, Keenan hit the safety car.
Oh, Keenan hit the safety car? I don't see any of this.
That's how he lost his wing.
Oh. So we'll probably see Keenan and John come in this time to get some wets on. As you do see Keenan sliding, going at these slow-paced conditions on the slicks. Keenan is coming in, and so is John. So the two Honda-powered cars are now in the pits. As Jake Gumar will inherit the lead, Gabe Cazzola will go to second place.
John's going to the wets.
Interesting call by John to go to the wets. Keenan goes to the inters. Turnbull's still on the medium, so Turnbull will definitely be coming in to switch to the inters. I guess John may be expecting for later on in the race when the rain gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not know what John was thinking there. It's definitely not wet enough for wets.
Not yet, but
It could get there, but right now it is not wet enough for wets.
looks like the race is supposed to end in heavy rain, though.
Yeah, so he may be planning for later on, but I think by that point he'll be too far behind where it won't matter if he already has those.
Even then, he still might be able to have the speed he has. I don't know, I just don't see really the point of going to wets this early on.
It could be a strategy call for all we know, but we're not in the car, we're not the strategist, John is, so this is what John thinks is the right move, and we have to respect it.
Yep. He thinks it's going to get in. Oh, it looks like Jake doesn't have a wing. Jake's missing half of his wing, it looks like.
No, Jake's got a full wing for me.
There we go.
So no word on whether the safety car will be coming in this lap. So again, we will go green soon. As it looks like the top 8 are caught up to the field. So we're waiting on Bogey, Van Oostendorp, and Turnbull to catch up to the field, and we will probably be able to go green. And Jake Kumar originally was not going to race the race, considering it was going to be rain, but let's see how he does in the rain once it starts, as he does have the lead. Gabe Gazzola also very confident about what he will be able to do in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
John very confident in his teammate Jaden Howard that he has what it takes to get it done in the rain. So maybe we can see Jaden Howard go to the top step of the podium today. Fidel Fabian, like I said at the top of the show, we could see an upset today. Could Fidel Fabian be that upset today? Braden Cisco won here last year, not very confident in his ability in the rain, but he'll put that to the test once we go group back green flag racing. Same thing with John. Once you go back green flag racing, he'll put his skills in the wet to the test. Keenan Kimber very confident in his skills in the wet, and thinks he has probably one of the, if not the best car here in Singapore today. So could Keenan go out there and win today? Safety car is in this lap. Sorry for interrupting you there, Brendan.
Braden said he felt confident in Keenan, too. He wasn't too confident with the rain. So
again, Keenan gonna try and extend his points lead, but Jake Kumar will lead us back to the green, along with Gabe Gazzola, Jaden Howard, Fidel Fabian, and Braden Cisco in tow. Coming through the last 2 corners of the tunnel portion. Getting ready to go back green. Coming into the final corner. Oh, Jaden Howard and a couple cars are going to dive to pit road as we go back green. Green flag is in the air. Great jump for John Sheets. Someone, I believe, lost a portion of their wing. There goes Gabe Gazzola missing the corner. Gives back the time, though, and still will maintain in second as John Sheets is really loose on the wets. But it looks like Jaden Howard, Fidel Fabian, and Braden Cisco all came in and put on the wets. As there goes John Sheets around in front of the field on the wets. That puts the 4 cars on the wets in the back of the pack. No damage to John Sheets' car. And like I said, the wets was a risky decision, and it obviously did not pay off. As Gabe Gazzola sending it after Jake Gumar, who is in the lead right now. As they head down up into the S's, then into the through the S's they go. Jake Gumar leads. Now into the hairpin they go.
Oh! Multiple people look to the left.
Yeah, you missed it, but Jay, Fabian, and Braden all came in as they were going green and put on the wets. As Gabe must have just lost a ton of time to Jake Gumar. As Ryan Turnbull just put it in the fence. And Travis Aristo backs goes right into him. Those two are teammates.
VSC!
Virtual safety car?
Yep.
We are back under the virtual safety car. As Travis Isidore passes Ryan Bogey, who right now sits in the 5th position.
Wow.
Again, Jake Kumar had a really big lead. And now all of that is gone. Travis will definitely have to come into the pits here, as he does not have a front wing. He missed the access route. Turnbull will probably come in as well, as he has some damage from nosing it into the fence. Yeah, Turnbull also does not have a front wing, so Turnbull will be coming in. Van Nistelrooy is putting on the wets. Turnbull, I believe he is also putting on the wets. As Jaden Howard John Sheets put the inters on. While Travis and Turnbull went to the wets. So, are we back green flag racing yet, or
yes,
no?
We are.
All right, well, we are back green flag racing. We do have 3 cars under a blanket battling for position 1, as Jake Kumar goes a little wide through the hairpin. And here comes Gabe Cazzola challenging for the lead in the 95 Ferrari. And Gabe is going to take it. So Gabe Cazzola to the lead, but Keenan Kimber hot on Jake Gumar's tail. And he could take the 2nd position with ease here. As Keenan looking to do an over-under. Keenan now on the outside, now back below. Keenan to the inside of Jake Gumar, not going to be able to do anything with it though. We head into the tunnel turn, and Jake almost put his car right in the fence. Jake seems to be locking up a lot, misjudging his braking zones. As there goes Keenan into 2nd place. And now we'll try and set his sights, as there goes Jake Kumar into the pits. I believe he may be going to the wets. Or he is going to repair some wing damage. I do not know what Jake Kumar is doing.
They are putting a new wing on that car.
So Jake Kumar must have gotten wing damage and put a new set of inters on as well.
I thought his
Keenan Kimber sits 2 seconds back, 3 seconds back now on Gabe Cazzola.
This puts Ryan Bogey up to 3rd.
How about Ryan Bogey sitting in that podium position? We did say an upset is possible today. If Bogey keeps that car clean, I'd say a podium for Bogey would definitely be an upset.
Oh yeah.
That 98 Alfa Romeo looking to have a solid day today.
And I was
21 seconds ahead of
week.
his 21 seconds ahead of his closest competitor, Jake Kumar. And again, we do have 20 laps remaining, and with more heavy rain on the way, you could definitely see more drivers come in and pit.
Oh yeah.
But again, back to Keenan Kimber. He has run down Gabe Pizzola almost a second here through the first two sectors alone. So could Keenan reel Gabe back in, take back the lead, and start pulling away and extend, not only in the race, but extending that points lead?
Oh, definitely. It's like, John switched over to the inters, by the way.
As Ryan Turnbull has now retired from the session. Looks like he, no, he just retired on his own. It looks like. I believe he just did not want to continue racing in these conditions, so he just parked it, thinking he was going to wreck it. So now everyone left on track will score points. There goes Keenan Kimber up back into the lead. Your pole sitter will regain the lead. What a drive for Keenan Kimber. Pit late, but it's off as he's back. But here comes Pizzola. Not enough as Keenan will under the lead. Started to up. Oof.
Yeah, you're right.
Let me see.
But Gabe and Keenan. Gabe right there. Looks like he lost it a little bit, but still. Right there on Keenan. Keenan is able to take the better entry to that turn.
Nice. Alright, here we go. I'm coming back.
Oh, Gabe sliding all over the place. Gabe around.
The thing is, he has 11 seconds back to his closest competitor, Ryan Bogey, so he does have some room to spare. Alright, I should be back. I am back. Yeah, Donald left. Because he's not on the list now.
Is the track getting too wet for the inters? Is the main question.
I don't think so just yet. It will take some time before it will get too bad to be on inters, but again, some guys may want to start running the wets. Again, the inters and wets is all based on driver preference. If you feel like you can still drive the inters out in this condition, go for it. But if you feel like you need the wets, go for the wets. In the wet condition, it's all driver preference. Whatever you feel like you can run the best, run it. But again, Bogey's 21-second gap is now dropped to 13 seconds. So Jake Kumar could very well get back onto the podium. Here's, I am at least riding along with Gabe Pizzola right now. So yeah. Fabian just got by Travis as Travis is coming into the pits. I don't know if Travis has any wing damage or not, but that could be the reason why Travis is in the pits. Yes, Travis is missing the whole front wing. So Travis...
Gabe still sliding.
So I think for Gabe to either survive the rest of this race, he'll either have to put on a new set of inters or go to the wets.
I think you come in and put on the wets. If you're sliding
he's gonna ride it out some more.
I think if you're sliding this bad, you go to the wets. Ryan Bogey actually being able to control it. So that's...
Bogey may not be the fastest car on the track, but he's definitely has great car control right now. Not making any mistakes, and he's showing how good he is in the rain. I'm starting to lag again. Great.
Oh, took that turn a little bit wide, but not too bad to where it does anything.
Again, that 98 looking to have a strong run today. Maybe not a podium, but I believe finishing anywhere in the top 5 for Bogey today would definitely be a win in his book. Don't you agree?
Definitely.
Again, Bogey got points last week with a strong 8th place finish, I believe, in Japan. And this week he's going to attempt to better that here in Singapore in the rain. And Singapore is not, it's no Monaco. Monaco in the rain would be, oh God. Monaco in the rain
would not be fun.
But Singapore is a tough track on its own. So the rain definitely will not help, but the fact that Bogey, as I said earlier, he may not be the fastest, but he's definitely making the least amount of mistakes today. At least costly mistakes.
And it looks like they're starting to form a dry lane as Fabian's into the pits.
Yeah, Gabe Zola definitely is sliding around a ton. So
Fabian getting a new lane and going on the wets.
Yep. So Fabian now on the wets. So that just leaves 6 cars on it. 6 cars left on inters.
And
that's a
Travis
weird camera
is a
angle.
lap down.
Yeah. So is Fabian. Jay has enough of a cushion right now. So Jay is actually having a fairly solid run today. But you can see how much slower the wets are than the inters. Braden Sisko is losing around like 5 or 6 seconds a lap to John Sheets in gap. So the wets may be good for later on, but right now it's definitely not the move. As Keenan Kimber is just like pulling away extensively. And he has 16 laps to go right now, but he has a 15-second lead over Gabe Cazola.
And could these inters make it all the way? I think that's a big question.
I don't believe these inters will be able to make it all the way, but the wets won't be able to make it all the way either. All these guys will have to pit again. So really it's basically, it'll all depend on what tire compound will be preferred whenever you come into the pits.
Wolfgang into the pits, and looks like he's getting a new wing as well.
He is putting on a pair of wets, so now we are evenly split. 5 on inters, 5 on wets.
Couldn't tell if he was putting on a wing or not, but he now goes a lap down.
So right now 7 cars on the lead lap. Ah, my controller fell. But technically Jake Kumar should be in the Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you are right.
So technically, if Jake Kumar is able to get into that podium, it would be a double Ferrari podium today. So
I think Bogey's just doing just enough, but they are catching him. They're also
well, you know who's catching them? John Sheets has run down Jake Kumar. For a guy who doubted his abilities in the rain, John Sheets is driving outstandingly today.
Oh yeah.
Despite that spin earlier on while he was on the wets, then having to realize, like, okay, wet's not a good idea. Switching in, then came back in, switched inters, and he's having a great run. Question is, can he, if he gets to Jake, can he get by him?
And looks like he will catch him here in the next few sets of corners.
He definitely seems to be less afraid about it.
Looks like he is putting everything on the line. Oh yeah, he's diving it in there.
Oh yeah. John definitely is not afraid to send it. He's driving it like it's dry right now. So, I mean, hey, it's going to be a great race. It's been a great race so far. I think we are not done with battles because these two, even though they are battling, they will catch up to Ryan Bogan. We could have a 3-car battle for the third position.
Oh yeah. And they are catching Bogey. But once again, Jake's on 5-lap younger tires than what Bogey is.
Oh yeah, so as we get closer to the end of this thing, again, they are right there. Jake Kumar all over the back bumper. He's going to make the move, and Kumar is going to go into third, put a car between him and John Sheets, and that's exactly what he needed to do. Because John was hounding the back bumper. Now John will have to work to get by Ryan Bogey. I think Bogey is the top
wants
5
a
locked up
top
at this
5. Oh, a little bit sideways.
And as long as Bogey does not wreck out, he has a top 5 finishing position locked up basically because he's got basically a minute back to 6th place, Braden Cisco. He's been pulling away from Braden.
Oh yeah.
So I believe he has nothing to worry about. It's really just whether or not he'll be able to finish the race.
And
if he finishes this race. I agree with you there. That would be a outstanding run for him to finish the race with a top 5 finish.
I think
definitely not what most teams expected coming into this race would be to see him running in 5th. Here with,
is this
we're
helpful?
back under the safety car. Are we under the safety car?
Yeah.
I wonder what that was about.
John and Jake will come in, so will Bogey.
Jake Kumar missing not
Travis
Jake Kumar, my
doesn't
bad.
have
That's
a
Travis missing a whole front wing. I don't know if Fabian was involved or not, but wow. So we are back under the safety car once again, and Keenan's lead is
evaporated.
Gone. As Jake Kumar, John Sheets, and Ryan Bowie all will switch to the wets. Will Gabe Cazola and Keenan Kimber go to the wets? That's the question at this point. Will they go to the wets or will they stick with their inters? At this point, it doesn't matter what tire you pick. You can make it to the end on tires from here.
Oh, yeah.
So we have, I believe, 12 laps to go right now, coming to 11. God, this has been an
interesting race.
Yeah, I mean, started with 14, now have 13. Definitely be exciting to see what Keenan Kimber can do, as he's been in a class of his own today. As there goes Keenan into the pits. I believe he had to serve a stop and go because it took a while for him to get the stuff going. And yes, he is on the wets, and so is Gabe Cazzola. So they did switch to the wets. That's not my controller.
This changes a lot, honestly. Still,
As in, Keenan's lead is completely gone. I believe that is Wolfgang Stone caught behind the safety car, who pulled off, let the lead lap cars go by, and Keenan.
Do you want to figure out what that safety car was for?
I believe it was for Travis, because Travis did have no wing whenever he was coming into the pit, so it was probably for Travis. Probably hit the wall in a bad area, so like, okay, if he doesn't get going again, that's basically a safety car because he's sitting in a bad area for him to just be sitting there.
Yeah.
So, who knows? God. Again, looks like if we do go back green, it won't be this lap, but next lap if we do go green, we will have, so we could go back green racing with 9 laps remaining.
We'll go back
with that in mind,
with 9 or 8 to go.
Yep. With that in mind, who do you think Keenan is still the favorite? Or do you think we'll see someone make a dive going into turn 1 and try and pass Keenan?
I don't know what the weather. It was any normal dry race and they were able to get the cars to stick. Definitely. But with the wet conditions we have, and we saw them sliding all over the place, I'm not too sure we will see a move like that.
I agree. We may not be able to see a move like that, but I definitely feel like it could happen.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it won't happen. There's still that shot. It could. And I'm somewhat expecting a move like that to happen.
Well, again, we definitely did not go green that time by, but will it come in this lap? Again, we still only have 3 cars caught up. We're still waiting on John Sheets, Ryan Bogey, Braden Sisko. We're waiting on basically the rest of the field. There is...
Alright, we now have a new in-race reporter, Jonathan Sheets. The safety car was due to Travis. That's what we were saying, but we weren't 100%. Oh. You hung up. Or did I hang up?
Again, we have a total of, what? We'll probably go back green with 9 laps remaining. Who is caught up? I believe that is Keenan, Gabe, Jake, and I believe that's Fabian that's caught up.
Oh, Jay's slow.
Oh yeah, Jay is slow. I believe he did hit the wall. Yeah, Fabian is the other car that is caught up.
He is a lap down though, so.
Yep. Actually, John Sheets just showed up to the party, so John Sheets is now caught up to the lead pack. As the safety car, I don't think is coming in this lap, as we would have probably known if it was coming in this lap.
Yeah. And I don't think everybody's up there anyways.
Yep.
Who knows? We might see these top Gabe lock up the brakes and accidentally take out Keenan. We saw it last season on the first lap.
Can we not keep mentioning that?
No, it's fun. Hey, if it involves Singapore, we need to talk about it. That involved Singapore.
Alright.
I'm just saying, it's
Anyways.
a possibility.
Yep. And it doesn't even have to be Gabe Cazorla. It could be,
Could be somebody
imagine-
else.
could be Fabian, it could be Jake, it could be John. Imagine what would happen if Fabian's the guy who locks up and takes
my-
Keenan and Gabe out.
He
Oh
would
my
get crucified for that one.
Oh yeah. You can't say that.
Yeah, I can. Crucified isn't a bad word.
We can say he'd definitely get penalized harshly. We can't say he'd get crucified.
I do not.
YouTube doesn't like that word.
YouTube doesn't like a lot of words. Even though I'm on it 24/7.
Again, Bogey's caught up. We're just waiting on Braden, who's 50 seconds back. Jay is 20 seconds back from him, and I believe, Fabian and Travis are at the end of that line. So, guess we'll just have to wait and see whether or not we're going green this time. Because we're just wasting laps at this point.
Yes.
We have 10 to go.
We are going green this lap.
So we will have 9 laps to decide a winner here in Singapore. Will it be Keenan? Will it be Gabe? Will it be Jake? Will it be John? Heck, will it be Ryan Bogey?
Who
We have
knows?
5 cars really in contention for this win, plus our 2 lapped cars sitting up in the top.
And these lap cars might play a factor. They can. It's
Oh yeah,
happened
Fabian's
before.
not giving way. Fabian isn't giving way. I'm surprised that John isn't making Fabian give way. But anyways, coming to the restart. Keenan Kimber, your control car. He chooses when we go. And Keenan is off with a great restart. And we are back racing. Again, into turn 1 cleanly. Through the field, we are cleanly through turn 1. As Keenan Kimber has the lead, but he lost a couple tenths through the first. I don't know if that's 3 or 4 turns. I'm going to say 4 turns. Now on to the second straightaway.
Oh,
Keenan Kimber.
Jake's
Oh,
around!
out goes Jake Kumar in the back. And that is not it for Jake yet. But Jake will definitely have to come into the pits to repair that front wing. And Jake Kumar crashes out of the race!
Wow.
Probably had a sheer rage at that point. But no safety cars. He is actually pretty safely off the racetrack. And we're back under the virtual safety car. But how about that? Ryan Bogey basically has a guaranteed top 5.
I wouldn't say that yet.
Okay, Braden isn't sitting in 5th, 20 seconds back. Then there's
Oh no, that
Jay.
was Fabian. Oh,
Jay
thank
is
God.
40 seconds back. No, 20 seconds back from Braden. So he has 40 seconds to lose in 9 laps to finish in the top 5. I believe
I
he
saw
should
an
be fine.
alpha spin and I thought it was Ryan.
That was definitely Fabian.
Yeah, it was Fabian. I was just
Fabian
nervous
don't know
for
what
a
he's
second.
doing in the rain.
Has he ever?
Again, half a second gap between the Toro Rosso and the Ferrari. As we are back green, and Jake, nope, not Jake, that's Gabe. Oh my God, I'm really bad at names today. But Gabe is old, within a half a second of Keenan Kimber, heading into turn 1, now with 8 laps remaining here in Singapore. He's looking. He's all over the back bumper of Keenan.
Gonna try and power to the outside.
He's trying. He is right there. Keenan Kimber gonna have to fight for this one. As here comes Gabe Cazzola with a run. Not close enough this time.
Both over the rumble strip. Oh!
Another couple. This is a tricky section to set a tight. Tight corners. Like, all those corners are less than 90-degree turns.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them less than 45-degree turns. But now into the hairpin. Half a second gap between first and second.
Looks like Keenan has the better straightaway speed.
Yeah, definitely Keenan is faster on the straight line, but when it comes to the handling the corner, it seems like Gabe has the car to beat. Again, it is pouring right now.
And let's not count out John. We saw him last week, mate.
From third to first. Oh, yeah. If these two collide and wreck each other, John Sheets is sitting in the catbird seat, so... Again, John Sheets, we could see him go back-to-back if these two collide, but it seems like Keenan has gotten his footing and is pulling away from Gabe Cazzola. As they head into turns 1, 2, now 3. Gabe caught him a ton through there. Gabe actually only 2/10 behind right now. Back to 4/10, so Keenan had a much better corner. John taps the wall a little bit back there.
Looks like Gabe is driving the race of his life.
Well, it's not only that he can see the win right in front of him. As he goes to the inside, trying to make a move. He almost made it work, but Keenan's now the preferred line into the next corner. A little bit of a tap. How did Keenan hold on to that lead?
Gabe let him have it. You don't want to be side by side going into these turns at all. With them being as narrow as they are, side by side wouldn't work.
Again, you really don't want to pass here. There's not many passing zones here in general. But especially in the wet, you have to be careful.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to hit a puddle and slide and not just like ruin your personal racing's race, but your own race as well. So again, these two have to think about not just themselves, but not wanting to wreck each other out of this thing.
And both of these drivers are clean most of the time. So 7 laps to go, coming to 6 laps to go right here. And look who's entering the picture too.
Jonathan Sheets is coming. The guy who doubted his abilities in the rain at the start during qualifying. It's like he could have something to say about this finish. As Gabe sends it through those first 3 corners.
That's where Gabe picks up all of his time at.
I think I've seen a car go through there in a long time. Gabe has that car hooked up downforce-wise. As there goes Gabe to the inside again. Not going to be able to make it work this time.
Keenan
as they both go wide. Wow. A
What a
great battle
battle.
for this win.
Back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks. A late safety car produces some great racing here for the finish of the event. And I'd like to thank all the fans for tuning into the stream today. And hopefully we can put you guys to an outstanding finish like we did last week at Japan.
Oh, both a little bit sideways. The back end started to snap around right there, it looked like.
It looked like it was snapping more around on Keenan right there. As Gabe again sending it through the corners to try and gain some time.
He is doing everything he can.
Oh, contact! There goes Keenan around! Keenan gets spun by Gabe Kuzola. But that's allowed John Sheets to close right up in on the back bumper. How bad's the damage on Gabe Kuzola's car?
I am shocked.
Don't know if he was sped up with racing him or if he just hit a puddle and accidentally just ran right into him. I don't know what happened there. But now John Sheets sits in second position to Gabe Kuzola. Keenan Kimber, the dominant car, now stuck in third as there goes John Sheets looking on Gabe Kuzola, who hit the wall on exit of turn 3. John Sheets is right there on the back bumper. Gabe Kuzola got loose, and there goes John Sheets, last week's winner of Japan, in the lead.
Trying to get win number 100 too.
John doubted his rain racing abilities at the start of in qualifying, as there goes Gabe getting very loose through the trying to run John back down. John just hit his marks. And Keenan's catching both of them, probably full of rage right now. Keenan is definitely angry. Keenan had the best car all race, and he's gonna they have to settle for a third place finish here.
But
get into the hairpin
driving
here.
angry does lead to mistakes.
Oh yeah. But again, 5 laps remaining. Can Gabe Kuzola catch John Sheets, or will John Sheets win back-to-back races and take the points lead?
It's gonna be a fun one.
Not only is he last week's winner, but last season's champion. Actually, you're the past 2. Your season 3 champion, Gabe Kuzola, is battling your season 5 champion right now. The 2 past champions of this series are duking it out for this win. The question is, which of the 2 will come out on top? Coming to 4 laps remaining. A great set of corners for Gabe Kuzola. He cut down the gap to less than a second now. 4 laps remaining.
Where Gabe has been the better car. He cut. He did not take that. That might.
He gave the time back, so I don't think it is a I think he is fine. If he passed John while cutting, he would have to give the position back. But he did give the time back, so I believe he is fine.
No time penalties have been given out.
As there goes Gabe Kuzola back to the lead, but John still there on the inside. He's gonna have the third line in this corner. John Sheets holding on. Not gonna be enough. Gabe Kuzola backs the lead, your season 3 champion. But now he's loose. John Sheets does the over-under. John Sheets back to the lead. But now Gabe Kuzola sends him on the outside. He goes to the lead, but John takes it back. John goes back to the lead. What a battle here with 4 laps remaining. Into the hairpin they go. John Sheets. You see what Gabe's doing? He's going out then in to have a straighter entry into the hairpin. Try and get more speed on the exit. And this is where not here. Right here is where Keenan was spun out and lost his opportunity at a win. As a great gain by Gabe Kuzola, he's now within 2/10 of John Sheets heading into the tunnel turn. Coming to 3 laps remaining, a big send out of Gabe Cazzola. 3 laps remain here in Singapore. Gabe Cazzola right there. Into turns 1, 2, and 3 they go. Gabe Cazzola still within 3 tenths. Now 4 tenths. John just trying to hold on the best he can here.
And Keenan is catching him, but I don't think it'll be enough.
He definitely is not out of time. He'll need a virtual safety car or just a straight up safety car to have a shot at this win.
If we get a safety car, I think that might be race.
Yeah, at this point, if we get a safety car, it might be race, yeah. But how about Ryan Bogey? Oh, all right! He may have made contact with the wall as Travis Houston retires from the session. I don't know if John made contact with the wall. It doesn't look like he did. He looks like still a good whole wing. Wow. John almost made a big mistake right there. As there goes Gabe Cazzola to the inside. And John's going to power around the outside. But how about this? We got to keep praising this man in 4th, Ryan Bogey.
Oh, yeah.
Having an outstanding run today. Again, now 4 corners remaining here in Singapore. Here on this lap. 4 corners left, so we get 2 to go. Oh my god, I can't talk today.
It's going to be a fun one.
2 laps to go here in Singapore.
Side by side.
Definitely not a section you want to be side by side through. As on the outside is Gabe Cazzola. He's going to tap the outside wall a little bit. Hit it pretty square. Don't know if there's any wing damage. But 2 to go. Gabe Cazzola going to send it. He gave him a little love tap there.
In an open wheel cars, you don't want to try and dump it and run somebody.
And there he goes to the inside. John still there. John gonna try and hold on. A little contact on the exit of the corner. And then the next one, John Sheets trying to hold on. Side by side. Wheel to wheel racing. And this is allowing Keenan Kimber. He's now within 3 seconds of the top 2. Keenan Kimber could get back in this race if these two keep racing like this. Again, through the hairpin. John Sheets holds on to the lead. Keenan Kimber still catching them both. Looking to the outside is Gabe Cazzola. Defensive line for the 72. Bit of a try to cross over. Did Gabe Cazzola, not going to work this time.
Bumps him
as John
again.
overshoots the corner.
No, he got hit.
John got bumped by Gabe Cazzola. Gabe Cazzola getting a little aggressive with that bumper.
I really don't know how I feel about all those.
Gabe using a bumper like that. These are delicate open wheel cars. You really should not be using the bumper like that. But white flag is in the air for John Sheets. One more time around until he can hold on for his 100th career league victory and back-to-back wins.
He cut again. Gabe.
And did not give back the time as Gabe is going to challenge for the lead. Gabe cut, did not give back the time, and he's going to take the lead from John Sheets. John, all over his back bumper. He's going to look to send it on the outside. Again,
Something
Gabe
needs
did
to
not.
be done about that.
Gabe did not give the time back, so that should definitely be a time penalty, in my opinion. He did not give the time back. So Gabe right now has the lead. What will John do about it? Gives him a little glove tap again. More contact between their top two.
John is mad, and you can tell.
John gonna try and maybe not send it on him through here, but give him another tap. He got loose. That could be it for John Sheets, as here comes Keenan Kimber. He's now in the picture. John Sheets looking to try and take league win number 100. Dirty tactics in my opinion, that's dirty tactics. Cutting the corner and not giving the time back.
And dumping the leaders. You can't
dirty
do
tactics
that.
In the last couple laps by Gabe Gazzola. I understand that it is wet and it is raining, but you still cannot do that. John Sheets giving it all he has. 4 corners remain. Gabe Gazzola comes through the final couple corners, and a controversial win for Gabe Gazzola. He's going to win it in Singapore over John Sheets and Keenan Kimber. Ryan Bogey has 4 corners to go for him to come home with a top 4 finish. Oh my God. So how about that? Ryan Bogey with a top 4 finish. What a run for that young man. And through the final corner, last season's winner here is going to finish in 5th. And 45 seconds back from him is Jaden Howard, who has struggled all race. Holy cow. And Jaden Howard just went off again. I don't know if... There we go. He's got it fired back up. Going in the right direction. There we go. There we go, Jay. Again, we're going to wait to do the interviews until the penalty has been assessed, as we don't know what will happen here. Whether John will get the win or whether Gabe will get the win.
So, penalties are being discussed.
Gabe said he did hydroplane. For those of you who do not know what that means, he basically got on top of the water. Basically, his car got on top of the water in the middle of the corner and could not turn. He hit a puddle, basically. And, again, he cut the corner.
Multiple times.
But on the pass with John, he cut the corner and did not give the time back. Again, right now, as of now, Gabe Gazzola is credited with the win. 2nd place is John Sheets, and 3rd is Keenan Kimber. But again, as of now, we are awaiting word from the moderators. So again, there's a lot of banter going on, I should say, in the chat right now. Again, they are discussing what to do about the penalty. But again, what a race! I mean, the rain made it even more exciting. Keenan, best car all race, but getting dumped late in the race definitely was a surprise. I definitely did not think that would happen. Just waiting on word on whether, on who won the race or not. So, I don't know what we're doing yet.
I think that's at least the 2-second time penalty.
It's not up to us though. It is completely up to John and the mods. So let's just let them do their thing, and we will see the results. And I don't know what is going to happen here with the results, but other than that, a fairly entertaining race. What would you say your defining moment of the race was, Brendan?
Keenan being turned. You can't race like that in an F1 car. I don't care who you are. It's just stupid. Even if you hydroplaned, I don't care. You should know better. And he lagged out. You don't need to be racing like it's a stock car. It's not. These cars are fragile. Yeah, it's on full damage too. Not simulation. But still. I don't think you race like that. I don't care what type of cars you're driving. A IndyCar, a stock car, a F1 car, a LMP. You don't need to be racing like the way that was shown. Cutting? Stupid to cut. You'll just get a penalty for cutting. It's not what I would have done in that situation. I think you give the time back. As I was saying, you just can't drive like that in an open wheel car. Hi. Huh. It's just something so stupid to do. It's bound to happen. Just find it stupid. Not the way I think anybody should race.
Invite the rest of the podium.
Well, there might be a clip of me going off. You'll just... No, on the stream. I just find that A, you dump the leader, and you chop somebody multiple times. Oh yeah. But yeah. Anyways. So does that give you the lead? Keenan second, Gabe third? Hello, Michael. Glad you could join us again in this very hectic moment.
Hello, I'm back. My internet's taking a dump. Why did I get a party invite from Jay? I have no online servers. This is great.
I just don't have words.
I told you. Wait a minute. Is she on the moon?
Don't know if we'll be doing podium interviews tonight or not.
Is she an alien? Whatever, the new operator, Ion,
don't know what to do right now. Usually we would be in interviews about the ending, but with what's going on,
no, invite me, bro. Invite me. Is there y'all's game over? So is it over?
Hey, Keenan.
very frustrated Keenan Kimber.
You could say, I guess you could just say that.
More than frustrated Keenan Kimber.
Yeah, pretty much.
Livid Keenan Kimber.
That's a good word. Livid. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, I think John is also very livid at this moment right now.
Probably. It is what it is. We're just gonna see y'all next week at Fuji.
Wait, Japan was last week.
Yes.
Next week's Mexico. We're going to Christian's home country.
Adam's home country to have you know.
Well, I guess that we'll see. I guess we'll be missing Keenan next week because he'll be in Fuji.
Yeah, I'll be in Fuji. Forever and always. Good chicken.
Ah,
God. Well, anyways.
Do y'all still have the stream?
yeah, the
they're,
show's still up.
they're trying to wait to do interviews.
Well, we're trying to figure out who has first and who has second still. John, who are the mods in your league?
It is the people voting on everything going on are Braden, Brendan, Donald, and Jay. Me, Keenan, and Gabe are the other three, but since we're involved in the circumstance, we cannot vote.
Why am I getting party invites from Fabian?
I don't know.
It's Jay, Braden, and him. I'm gonna go see what they want. I'll be back.
I kind of want Mr. Cheats to get his 100th win. But then again, I also want Keenan to win. I want Keenan to win. Does that make it official?
Hold on.
Why does my house smell like popcorn?
Guarantee votes penalty.
Oh, definitely. No, I know who I could interview. Yes, I am very excited for Ryan Bogues. Well, that's Bogey's PSN. Hogs. Only if you weren't. Yeah. No. I love you guys too. Be outside playing basketball with me. No. No. Never. Hey. I think Bogey got off. No. Nobody. Oh. Yes, because I don't know if we are doing interviews or not. Yeah, that might be our best stuff. Best friends.
What
My
are we?
homies.
My homies. What do you? What'd you just call Jay last night? I think
My
it was,
homie.
I don't think it was that. I thought it started with the N.
My neighbor.
I was gonna say it.
Alright, this I guess we'll just clarify the air next week. I know it's a cliffhanger. Kind of feel like a TV show leaving you on a cliffhanger. We're actually in Mexico. As Adam Pelk would say, I am not from Mexico. And that's all we got from MRL. We saw a great battle tonight. A dirty battle, if that. Yes.
Oh, hey, congratulations, Keenan. Well, congratulations to Keenan
Good
Cameron.
drive. Keenan,
This
good
race
drive.
did not get robbed by Gabe.
And Ryan Bogey is getting back on, so we will not end the stream yet.
I accidentally muted him when I talked. Oh, wait, what?
Hey, Gabe.
I invited him.
Wait, so who's on the podium?
It's Keenan, Gabe, me. Actually, wait, hold on.
It would go
It's Keenan, me, Gabe. That's your.
Ryan Bogey. Ryan Bogey. I did. I guess it didn't go through. Hog Wild Marine.
There's Gabe, and there's Bogey.
First, we
First
gotta
off-
interview Bogey first, because he's more important than you three.
Well, then I made the joke.
Well, let's start with our fourth place finisher, Ryan
Bogey has
Bogey.
to change his mic settings. Oh,
All right,
Gaston, I
well,
got this.
All right, you got it.
Ryan Bogey, you got fourth. Not what I expected out of you. as you know, I am a big Bogey fan myself. I am the #1 Bogey fan. How do you feel about the race?
I object. I am the bigger Bogey fan.
Sir, I will have you know, I've known Ryan Bogey since 2016.
You want a gold star or a cookie?
I want both.
No, fatty. Go Tim.
Okay, Bogey, you can speak now. So we now know Bogey has more talent than half of the field in the rain. Now, Bogey, you're the best F1 driver. Alright, and we all agree Ryan Bogey gets driver of the day. And an extra 50 bonus points. Alright, let's go to third place. Who's third place?
It's John.
No. Well, I don't know that because you got a penalty
Yeah, the
and
official
John got
top
a
three is
penalty.
Keenan, Gabe, and me.
Alright. John. Hard fought battle. Thought you would have had it right there at the end and just lost it. What was going through your mind?
I don't know, I thought I had the race won after an incident that I still believe wasn't my fault. Just move on to next week and put people in their place. ISS ruling, basically.
I'll see you at Fuji next week.
Keenan, we're not at Fuji.
My mic wasn't being shared.
Still,
I
you're
think
right
I'm
there.
back.
Hush, Gaston. Once again, close, but no cigar. Just, I don't know what else to say. With, alright. Gabe. We'll move on to Gabe. What was your thoughts on the final few laps?
Well, I don't know. I don't care really about the penalty. Whatever. I had a lot of fun. The rain definitely brought a new challenge. Sucked to aquaplaned into Keenan and ruined any chance of him having the actual battle with us. But the battle I did have was a lot of fun. And I mean, it sucks the ruling ruling went the way it did. But I still had a lot of fun, so I'm happy. I got second. Good points. All good.
That's all I got. And your race winner, Keenan Kimber, after being spun out and running down the leaders to get in the where he needed to, and with the penalties being handed out, Keenan Kimber is your official winner. How do you feel?
I feel really good now. During the race, before the race, I was a little nervous about it because of the rain and everything. I was pretty confident in my abilities, but like I said in the pre-race interview, it was kind of like it kind of came down to what other people would do. We saw what happened to me and Gabe. Not even mad about it anymore. I was kind of upset during at the time, but I think that kind of motivated me to get back to where I wanted to be. I had tons of fun in the rain. New challenge, like Gabe said. Look forward to more rain races, but really good battle between us three there at the end. I just wish I could have. I hate to win the way I did. I'd just rather come across the line first. But it is what it is. I'll take it.
And that's all I got. And no, we will not see you guys next week at Fuji. What?
My mic audio wasn't being shared.
Oh my god.
Well, I just want to say, screw Delta. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Bobo.
But I do have a few more things to say real quick.
We are
was
not
really
seeing
fun.
you in Fuji. We are not seeing you in Fuji. we will be in Mexico next week. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you guys enjoy.